Good morning. My name is Brian Tuor, cable logger, forest engineer, consultant for the cable logging industry. Today we're just doing some videos on wire rope splicing and a few other things. Right now, this one we're going to look at how to make a molle, what we call a molle hogan, or just a molle, also referred to as a grommet in the construction industry. We start out, I've got a piece of, just a short piece of galvanized rope here. But we start out, what we're going to do, we're going to make it out of a single strand. So we're going to take a single strand off of this piece, and just miscellaneous information. The distance it takes for one wrap of this strand to go around the core is called one lay. So that's one lay of cable. But we're going to undo all of them here. If you've got a short piece, you can just spin it and undo it. We'll set that aside. Okay. If you're going to make a molle, there's two ways of wrapping it. One way is right and the other is wrong. If you wrap it so that the right hand, if the ends are up, if the right hand is behind the left hand and you wrap it up, that's wrong. It's going to look like that. It's not correct. Okay, you'll see why in a minute. So what we want to do is we're going to hold this up. The end's up, right hand is closest to you, it goes over the left, and then you pull it together to however small you want it. Normally, I make a five-sided molle, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one's a 6, so we'll pull one more down. That's a five-sided molle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We roll the short end in first. Make sure it wraps in, it lays in. You can see how that lays in. It's going to form a cable. Okay, and then we take the long end and we can just thread it through. Just pull it in, pull it through, pull it through. And you might ask, well, what do we need a molle for? Well, a molle is a very universal tool. We can use it in a block. We use it to replace the cotter pins that come in the blocks because they're easier to handle out in the field. So you put that in place of the cotter pin. It holds the block pin in. You can use it as a connector between two pieces of wire rope, between two sections of straw line. It's not legal as a load-bearing link in a production operation, but we found in pulling them, if you go around six times, all the way around 6 times, and you tuck the core in the middle, that will hold about just over 100% of the line that's made out of it. So if that 3/8 inch rope was good for 15,000 pounds, then that molle, a full 6-wrap molle with the ends tucked, should hold somewhere just over 16,000 pounds. So between a couple of pieces of straw line, as a temporary connector, any place you would normally have a cotter pin, in a shackle, in a block, anything like that, but pretty universal. It's also a fusible link, if you will. If you've got that between a couple pieces of straw line and you can't get slack in the straw line, you can always cut the molle to get loose. Okay, so that's a molle hogan in the logging industry. We did another video earlier on a farmer's eye, and some industries call a farmer's eye a molle hogan. So don't get in too big of a fight with anybody about what things are actually called, because different industries, different parts of the world call the same thing different things, or the different things the same thing. But that's a molle. That one wasn't long enough to do a full 6 wrap, but you can make them as big as you want. You just have to have a longer piece of cable to do it.